Listen through it, not to it. Assign listening over to your higher self and spirit guides to discern what's really going on. To do this, you must, while in the moment of listening, remain neutral. Do not engage until you receive feedback from the inner voice, your higher self or guides. If you feel yourself getting emotional or having an opinion before you receive the feedback, then you will remain stuck in old patterns of just listening to it rather than listening through it. To consistently get the full benefit from this behavior will require that you, your personality, remain calm and resist the impulse of becoming impatient or jump to conclusions, allowing this process to work. In the beginning, this new behavior may feel weird, like you're having a personality change, which would be a good description. Stepping back and allowing your higher self to take the will easily filter out the facts when listening through it. The higher self is always listening through everything with attention to detail that on your own you would have missed. Once you have the details that your higher self so accurately harnessed, you must write it down and date it, or it will dissipate like it never happened. This will be your new improved baseline for listening in partnership with your higher self and spirit guides. You will realize that you are never alone as you continue to co create your life with the help of a constant flow of free guidance from them. Upon experiencing this, you will realize that taking anything as fact based on its face value without first running it through this filtering system would be reckless. The challenge will be in managing your compulsion to be heard when you should be listening. So, this newfound partnership with your higher self and guides becomes second nature to you. This type of listening is not new to you. You used to consult with your higher self and spirit guides all the time when you were very young, although you didn't name them or think of them as separate from you. The fact is, they actually felt like you. This companionship is how you learned new things and figured them out with ease. It was your higher learning time. As an adult, you will need to follow this same process you did as a young child by going into standby mode, allowing guidance to make clear what is really happening before you take action. This is why kids are the best BS detectors. They learn who people are, not by their words, but by their deeds. They learned this because it's second nature for them to be one with their higher self and guides, allowing them to see what's really happening rather than what appears on the surface. So, if you already know all this, why do you need to relearn it? The answer is somewhere along the way, someone confronted you about what you knew because they caught you having a conversation with someone who wasn't physically there, interrupting your natural flow of accessing information from beyond this world. You saw the truth about everything and everyone, which got you into trouble when you dared to tell anyone what you knew. The people in this world made fun of you and even punished you for this behavior. In short, there was a stigma about this. To bring it all back, you must document your journey by reclaiming your relationship with your higher self and spirit guides. Rekindle the conversations with them like you did when you were a kid by finding a safe place to do this freely. If you catch yourself judging this conversation, then document that so you can begin to break through this block once and for all. Okay, and this time I'm going to read from the little book, How to Live a Guided Life, First Steps. And this is from the guides. We broadcast 24 hours a day. People pick up on our guidance, but do it sporadically. An idea here, a hunch there, but most of the time they miss out on where it's coming from. We can tell you that we are always sending you communication and guidance. For example, the ideas you get in the shower come from us. All those hunches and gut feelings are all forms of communication from us. How about telepathy? That's our favorite way of sending guidance. But we also do it in dreams and the times just before you go to sleep and right after you wake up. We send you guidance while you're driving and while you're working. We send you messages, lessons, and experiences all the time. It's just that people have a hard time believing that all this is coming from us. Start writing down the guidance you receive as you receive it. Also, remember that our guidance has a shelf life. You can think about it and decide how it feels in your life, but you must act on it while it's still fresh. Looking back on your journal of guidance, you will be surprised how many messages you get from us each day. This is how it works. This is from me. Telepathy is the way your spirit guides communicate with each other. It's their communication of choice when communicating with you. However, you are more likely to miss it. That's why they send you signs and signals, hunches and nudges. These are more obvious to you. Learning their language of communication is vital to your well being. Okay. And just remember, you have help. You are never alone and always being guided.